Now, the next screen, I have a question, but we have to answer this question without using any formulae, right? So do not use the work formula to answer this question and the various parts. Just try to logically think about things. All right. We have two individuals, John and Bob. Working alone, John finishes a certain task in 160 hours. Working alone, Bob finishes the same task in 200 hours. The question is, how long would these two individuals take together to finish the task? Given that one guy takes 160 hours and the other takes 200 hours when each of them works alone. First question for you, can the total time taken by these two individuals together be 360, 200 plus 160? Think about it. If these two individuals get together, would they then take longer than how long each person was taking earlier, or would they take less time? 360 seems off. What about 180? Can that be the total time when these two individuals work together? The average of 160 and 200, 180? It might seem like an attractive number initially, but think about it. Bob alone can finish the job in 200 hours. John can finish the task alone, again, in 160 hours. So even if John did not have any help, even if John had to finish the task alone, he would have taken 160 hours. After getting some help, would he then take more or less than 160 hours? No matter what the speed of Bob may be, John is getting some help only. So, overall time taken will actually not be 180. Not just that, the overall time taken will not be more than 200 and 160. 160 is the time taken by John to finish the task when working alone. With some help, even with an iota of help, overall time will become less than 160 hours. Alright, that's one level of understanding. Now, let's consider another scenario. Let's say there are some individuals A and B, not John and Bob, some individuals A and B who each take 200 hours to finish the job. 200 hours each to finish the job when working alone. How long would these two individuals take when they get together? Each one takes 200 hours. So in half the time, in 100 hours, the first individual would have done half the job. In the same 100 hours, parallelly, the other individual would have finished the other half. So together, they would have finished the job in 100 hours. Now, in our situation, we actually have one guy who takes 200 hours and the other guy who actually takes 160 hours. Put another way, we've replaced a slower guy with a faster guy, right? Make sure you get this. We've replaced a slower guy, a guy who used to take 200 hours to finish the job, with a faster guy. We've replaced him with a guy who only takes now 160 hours to finish the job. So overall time taken would reduce or increase. If we have replaced a slower guy with a faster guy, overall now they will take less time than they were taking earlier. Okay, let's consider another scenario. What if there are two individuals who take 160 hours each when working alone? How long would they take working together? 80 hours? What we're doing in our situation is that we have one guy who works alone to finish the task in 160 hours and the other guy actually takes 200 hours more. We've replaced a faster guy with a slower guy. So overall, what we understand is the time taken by the two individuals working together on the job will be in the range 160 by 2 and 200 by 2. What's the significance of these numbers, 160 and 200? That's the times that these two individuals are taking when working alone on the same project.